What's up everybody, today we'll be asking a non-GD player to rank the top 10 extreme demons, except this time he's not really a non-GD player, he's beaten Deadlocked, so I want to see if that game knowledge helps him rank this. Let's see if he can rank the top 10 extreme demons better. I will be showing you 12 levels, and 10 of these are going to be levels that players have beaten before, and they're very, very, very hard. And then there's going to be 2 surprise levels to sort of add a twist on it. One level is going to be much harder than the rest of them. Nobody has beaten it or even gotten close to beating it. And then one of the levels will be super easy. So it'll still be an extreme demon, but multiple players will have beaten it. Like, we're talking hundreds of players. Okay. And then the 10, you're going to want to rank the 10 in order as best as you can. This first one is going to be called Silent Club Step. If you want to like write down the name so you remember.
Way ahead of you.
Cool.
Silent Club Step. Okay, let's see it. Okay, so it's like it doesn't really have anything to do with club step. It's just the music. That's the only thing that it has in common, pretty much, and a little bit of the feel to the. Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of like club step. Oh, those look hard. Backwards. Oh, okay. So this really has nothing to do with the original club step. I thought it was gonna be like like one of those like invisible. I don't know if I've seen like an invisible Deadlocked. I kind of thought it was going to be like an invisible club step, but that was more of like its own type of level. Can you go back to the part? I want to see. Let's see. So this is the part that I remember. There was it Hexagon Force. I remember when I was originally like working through all the levels. There's a part in Hexagon Force kind of like this. Of course now it's kind of easy once you've like gotten through Deadlocked and in the other in Toe 2 and Club Step, but there's a part like this that was really hard because I kept missing the timing on the jump thingies in the air. So I feel like this part right here, and it looks like there's not a lot of room for error. I don't know, this is gonna be hard.
It is.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many nuances with all of them.
There's so many nuances. Yeah, that part in the ship looked hard, but also at the same time, I haven't seen the other demons. So maybe this is like the easiest out of all of them. I'm gonna put this down as like the number 5 right in the middle for now.
Okay, safe bet.
And then we'll go from there, just judging. Flame wall. Okay.
Oh, some of these are really long, by the way.
Yeah, that last one was 1:30. I feel like that's gonna factor into the ratings too, like how long they are. Because if you have a level that's like super intense and hard, but it's only 1:30, versus a level that's like this one that's 8 minutes long, I feel like that would factor into everything.
Yep.
But we'll see.
It's definitely a wide, just looking at them, it's a wide variety of lengths. There's a good amount of short and medium, and then definitely like 8-minute long. So we're gonna be here for a while. But honestly, this level's got some good music, so we should be good.
Honestly, this could be the impossible one. Maybe it's just the flashing lights that make it look hard there.
Okay.
If I had like the mouse clicking in the background, I've seen the YouTube videos where they sync up their mouse in the background so you can hear it clicking. I feel like that would help, or at least if I had a CPS counter in the top right, so you can see how fast they're actually clicking. There's so much flashing; it's hard to see like what's going on in some of the parts. Okay, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, a lot of these levels I'm showing you are showcase levels, like they're hacked completions to play on full detail. Does that
Okay,
make
so
sense?
they're not actually the... Yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Is that like a thing that you professionals do? I don't know if you're an actual professional. Would you consider yourself a professional?
Like player?
Yeah.
Not really. Not anywhere close.
Okay. Is that like a thing that professionals do where they have to turn
The detail down, yeah. It
the
improves.
detail down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because everything's like shaking up and down.
Yeah. I disable shake just because it's so annoying to deal
Okay.
with.
So like when they're actually playing this level in real life, it's not actually going to be shaking up and down.
Yeah, and there's not going to be as many lights and decorations as well.
Gotcha. I don't know. This might be the hard. This might be the one that no one's beaten.
Oh, and just to, in case you're thinking about this in the background, the order that I put these in is completely randomized. So I'm not like putting it in a specific order to confuse you or anything. Like I literally randomized the order.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like, honestly, this could be the impossible one, but I haven't seen the others yet.
Are you saying that just because of the difficulty and the length as well?
Maybe more the amount of like switches. I feel like the amount of times they switch. Yeah, I feel like the amount of times they switch between ship, cube, UFO, gear thingy. Is that what you call it?
Ball.
Like the amount of times that you switch between them. I feel like that's more than like, because I've watched a few Geometry Dash videos on YouTube, but nothing like this hard. And just the sheer length of it, 8 minutes long. If this were like 3 minutes long, then
different story.
It would be totally feasible. Yeah, I think it would be feasible for someone to see it. But also maybe like all the flashing lights and the shaking is deceiving me. And oh, this is probably like a big part of it. Like, you know when like a player gets to 90% and then they fail. Like just the amount of opportunities that you have to wanna quit trying at this level. That's gotta contribute to the difficulty of it.
That's true.
I'll have to see how hard the last 10% is. Okay, that was it.
Cool.
1001 jumps.
That's actually, wait, I didn't even notice that. That's kind of cool. So I like to ask this after we've seen just the first two, which is that, at least at this point, can you make a guess as to which one of those two is harder than the other?
I think I'm gonna say this one is harder than the first one.
Okay.
I have a suspicion that first one might have been the easy one. I can't imagine how a level that's a minute and a half long and honestly didn't have that many hard parts to it. I mean, it had a few.
Right.
It had a few parts, but I feel like I don't know. I need to see a few more to get an accurate guess.
Well, in that case, we will head off to a much warmer climate, and we'll head to the beach with this next one, which is called Tidal Wave.
This is more like the videos that I've watched online when I'll see like the people who post on YouTube about beating an extreme demon after like 200,000 attempts or whatever they say.
Right?
Okay, that's pretty hard. They have triangles, switches back and forth between yellow and blue. Wow, that's like a full 30 seconds inside of a wave.
That's why they call it Tidal Wave, I guess.
You could be right. Well, that's like that annoying part on Hexagon Force.
Yeah.
I hated that part. Yeah, I almost want to say that the first one was the easy one.
And by easy
I think
one,
it
you mean
has
the one outside of the top 10.
the one the one outside of the top 10.
Okay.
I mean, it has to be. There's no way. It wasn't even. I mean, it was hard, but it wasn't even in the same category as this one and the last one.
Okay.
Or I mean, maybe the flashing. I don't know. Maybe the flashing lights just make it look harder, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. How long was that one? 2 minutes, 250. Okay. So right now, the way I have it, I think Silent Club Step was the one that's outside of the top 10.
Okay.
I think Flame Wall is either the impossible one or it's like number 1 or number 2. And I think Tidal Wave is probably around the middle, like number 5 maybe.
Okay.
I think level length is going to play a big part in it.
Do you think from when you played Geometry Dash that any game mode was like particularly more difficult than others?
I just remember going through Deadlocked. That was the hardest level that I beat. I just remember how hard it is to like switch between cube and wave, and how many, like, I racked up so many crashes in the beginning of Deadlocked on that transition between like the cube and then you go into the wave and you have to go up and down at like triple speed. So I think like the transitions are probably the hardest part. Even though the wave was really, it looked really hard. I think the fact that you're going in it for like 30 seconds straight makes it maybe a little bit easier because you're not switching between cube and wave and UFO, like you're just staying with the wave. So you're in that same mentality for 30 seconds straight. So it makes it a little bit easier. That's just kind of my logic to it.
Well, speaking of wave, we will head to another wave-based level. This one's called Subsuming Vortex.
All right, let's see it. Oh, this level is short.
Yeah, definitely about a minute. Yeah.
I think that one, I'm gonna put that one at like number 3.
Number
I
3.
think even though it was short, the wave portions where you were going through those like super small corridors and you had to, I mean, unless like, do professional Geometry Dash players use like special mice so that they can click faster, or I don't know, like what do you guys just use like a regular gaming mouse?
I use a mouse, but like everyone who actually plays these types of levels uses a special type of thing called a SEO device, which is like, and it just has unlabeled buttons, and the buttons like bounce back super quickly and have a super low response time.
Okay, because if I were trying to beat this level with a regular mouse, I would say it might honestly be harder than the Flame Wall one, just because of how fast you have to click it in those parts. But if they're using like special devices, then maybe it's a little bit harder than or a little bit easier than Flame Wall. So I'm gonna put it at number 3 for now.
All right, this next one has a bit of a goofy name. I can't lie. It's called Booba Wamba. I don't know what that means, so don't ask me.
You want me to type it into Google Translate?
It doesn't translate to anything, apparently.
Like Hawaiian or something, or whatever dialect they use.
With like the 13 letters of the alphabet.
Okay, this appears hard because it's low visibility, but I'd imagine when you're playing a level at so many, like you play the same level over and over, it becomes muscle memory. I remember that feeling when I was playing Deadlock. You could pretty much do it with your eyes closed because you know the timing to everything. So I'm not too worried about the limited visibility part of this. It's the first time I've seen the robot guy. I don't think I've seen him in any of the other levels.
Probably showed up for like maybe a split second in some of the others with the game mode changes.
Okay.
But yeah, not like a dedicated
That's the first
section.
extended. I wonder if maybe if that's like harder. I don't know. That was a 2-minute 11-second video, but it was more like with the amount of transitions and parts where you really weren't doing much. It was really like a minute and 30 seconds. And I thought it honestly didn't look too hard. There's some parts in the beginning, and then there were the parts with like limited visibility, but I didn't think it looked too hard compared to like tidal wave, subsuming vortex, flame wall.
Okay.
So maybe I'll put this one at number 9, and then we can go back to silent club step at the end.
But right now, you think it's harder than the silent club step.
I think it's harder than silent club step, but I think it's easier than tidal wave, subsuming vortex, and flame wall.
Cool. All right. This next one, I hope you like zodiac signs because this next level is literally called Zodiac.
Let's go. Okay. So this is like your typical like I mean that's not even extreme demon, this whole intro portion.
Okay.
That feels like it's like a medium demon intro. I tried a few medium demons. That's kind of what it looks like. That's a bit harder.
I was gonna say, hopefully the whole thing doesn't look like medium demon to you. Otherwise, we might have to get you to beat it.
I wrote down that the intro was easier. Yeah, that looks pretty hard. Especially, okay, so wait, can you pause it?
Sure.
So I think a big part of it, I could be guessing, but I think a big part of it is how hard is the end of the level and like the latter portion of the level. Because if there are hard parts in the beginning, but the end part of it is like easier, then it makes the level a lot easier, because as soon as you get through the beginning portion, you can go through the end. But if you have the hard parts at the end of the level, then you're spending 2 minutes getting through the first half of the level, and then you get to the hard portion and you die and you have to restart. So that just makes
adds more time.
Like your attempts a lot longer,
Yeah.
which is extra time that you have to spend on the level. That's just my thoughts. So that's kind of what this level feels like so far. Like it gets harder and harder as it goes on. Yeah, I think it feels like it's getting harder and harder as it goes on. First 10% was pretty simple. The next portion was that's kind of easy.
And that's Zodiac.
Okay. I think I'm gonna put that one right in front of Tidal Wave, but behind Subsuming Vortex.
Okay.
I think it started off really easy, and the end portion of it had some easier parts to it. But I think there's a lot of stuff in that like 40% to 70% section that I could see like people failing at. And because it's a 3-minute 15-second long level, that's like decently long for a level. And if you're failing a bunch at the halfway, I think that could make it harder. I don't think it's harder than Subsuming Vortex.
All right, we are officially at the halfway point. We've seen 6 levels. We have 6 more to go. So halfway checkpoint.
Yeah, I can give you my ranking.
Sure.
My rankings right now. Flame Wall is the hardest. Could be number 1. It also could be that impossible one. I'm not sure yet. The next one is Subsuming Vortex. I have that at like number 3, but right now it's at number 2. That was only a minute long, but I think the super fast wave in there makes it pretty hard. And then the next one is Zodiac because of how it gets harder. You might fail later on more, kind of the logic to it. And then I have Tidal Wave, which was like that's kind of like right in the middle of the levels that we've done so far. Tidal Wave and Zodiac were pretty close. It could go either way between the two, but
Bye, have a great time.
I have that one in fifth. Because of the long wave portion. I think that makes the level easier. I have the funny name one, Uba Wamba.
The funny name one.
I have that one at like ninth, 10th place, but I want to revisit Silent Club Step at the end just to compare the two. And then I have Silent Club Step as the one that's like out of the top 10. I think I'm gonna get another contender for the impossible one. I think there's gonna be one that's going to come out and it's going to be really hard. It's also probably going to be like long, and I'm going to have to decide between Flame Wall and that one.
Well, let's head into the second half with this next level, which is called Eternus.
Okay. Okay. Okay, can you pause it? So right off the bat, I think I noticed the intro is about 10%. Yeah, 10% of the level. It's like it's black and it's kind of hard to see, but it looks pretty simple. So I don't think the intro portion contributes to the difficulty of it.
Okay.
And then you can play it again. And then this part right here. I mean, this is pretty. That's pretty tight. There's like barely any wiggle room. Yeah, this could easily be like in the top 3, I think.
Okay.
That's pretty fast wave. It's not as fast as the subsuming vortex, but that's pretty fast. Yeah, I think this could easily be number 2 or number 1. Okay, that looks like a simpler end to the game. So I think I'm gonna put that one at 2.
Okay.
I think we're gonna put it behind Flame Wall. I still think Flame Wall is harder than it, just because Flame Wall was almost 7 minutes long. I think I'm gonna go second place for that one.
I hope you like amethyst blocks from Minecraft, because this next level is called Amethyst.
It's about as... Anyway, let's see what happens here. I have a question. Are the hitboxes of the like the crystals, the amethysts, are those exactly perfect, or is there a little bit of like wiggle room underneath where you can get by by scraping the top of the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, so all hitboxes in Geometry Dash are like that, where you can essentially scrape the top.
This level is very comparable to the Eternus level in the fact that there's very little room to get by. Oh, this part's pretty hard. There's very little room to get by. I think both of those levels are like very similar. They're both about the same length, and then they have like a very similar theme to them. Eternus is probably harder than that one.
Okay.
Because Eternus was way faster. I feel like you spent more time in triple speed, double speed in Eternus than you did in Amethyst. So I'm gonna put I think I'm gonna put that ahead of Subsuming Vortex, but behind Eternus. I think that's where I'm gonna put it
Okay.
because it's very similar to Eternus, but I think Eternus is a little bit harder.
So moving Vortex down to what, number 4 then, right now?
Yep, that
Okay.
would be number 4 now.
This next one is named after a galaxy, Andromeda.
There's a lot of flashing lights. Right? This is hard to tell.
It's hard to tell where he's actually clicking his mouse.
It looks like a very rhythmic level. Like there's like a rhythm to it, which I feel like would make it a little bit easier.
Okay, I'm gonna say that one is. I'm gonna put that one near the back. I think that's harder than the Booba Wampa, but I think it's easier than Tidal Wave.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it at like 7.
This next one might remind you of computer science. It is called Nullscapes.
I love these intros to the level. By the way, this might remind you of. Those orbs that are switching while the game is playing? Are those like actually switching? So
Yes.
You have to time it.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yep.
Okay,
They are, in
that's
fact.
interesting.
Yeah, you have to time it whenever, that orb shows up that you want.
Wow, this is gonna be hard. It's hard to gauge because the robot guy. Okay, so the robot guy is different than all the others pretty much
Yeah.
because his jump height is proportional to how long you hold the mouse button. So there's a lot of like timing how long you hold the mouse button versus a level with a lot of cube in it, like cube gear. So he clips the end. He has to clip the end of a platform, drop down to the next platform below it, and then jump and clip the very end of the platform. And you're doing that given the fact that his jump length is not consistent every time. It depends on how long you hold the mouse. I don't really know. I don't know if that's considered hard for Geometry Dash professionals, but I feel like that. I think I'm gonna put it ahead of Eternus. I think I'm gonna put it as like the new number 2. I think I'm gonna put it behind Flame Wall.
Well, this next level, which is called Every End, you'll notice uses only one other game mode.
I like the Stereo Madness intro. Okay. Dry Out. Jumper. A little bit of cycles. It's kind of a mix of everything. So this is just like 7 minutes of cube.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Yep. See if you can figure out what the background is doing as well.
I think it's playing the whatever he's about to
Yeah.
go
Nice.
do. It's playing it backwards.
Yep. You have any ideas about the difficulty of this so far?
It's pretty much the same thing throughout the whole level. I'm still watching it though. I think all those triangle, those are regular triangles, right?
Yep.
Are they moved to the side, like to the right a little bit to make it easier to clip on the block? Or is that like that's
You can do that in the normal game. It's just, very precise.
I don't exactly know how hard that is to do in the game.
I mean, you remember beating Stereo Madness, those triples, those were devilish.
I do remember that.
You always got
Me
there?
whenever I started.
Do you remember like your heart rate going crazy whenever you got like the
Yep.
80% on it and you were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, 75 or 80. Is that a Shiawase? This level is hard. It's like very constant throughout the whole level. There's no, it's hard throughout the whole level.
No breaks.
No breaks. So if you fail in the back, you're screwed.
That's pretty much it for you.
You gotta play through. You gotta play through like 7 minutes of the level again. If you fail right here. Imagine if Rob Top released a level like this.
Oh my gosh.
It's like an official level. Okay, this part's kind of okay. Yeah, that part, this whole part is a little bit easier than the rest of the level. Don't fail. Is he almost done? Yeah, he's almost done. Of course, they make the ending really easy.
Can't make the players get too rage baited.
I think despite the fact that you have to time it really precisely to get onto those blocks next to the triangles, I think Geometry Dash players, professionals at that level, they're probably really good at the precision aspect of it. Whereas the last level, there was a lot more like precision in how long you hold your mouse for. I think that one's gonna be, I think it's harder than Andromeda, but easier than Tidal Wave. I'm gonna put it at 6. Or well, 6. So like that would make it 8. Yeah, number 8. But I can't imagine that's the impossible one.
We'll have one final level, and this will lock in your rankings, and then we'll compare to the actual rankings and see how well you did. The current record with my friends is 15% accuracy, so we'll see if you can beat that.
Shoot.
This last one is called Thinking Space 2.
So it's about a minute long. Yeah, this just feels like another like Amethyst Eternus type level.
Okay.
Those very tight gaps. I mean, Geometry Dash professionals, they play so many of those, they're probably used to them. Used to the tight gaps like that.
Yeah.
That was like Eternus and Amethyst. I think it was a little bit harder than Zodiac. But I
Okay.
think it was easier than Tidal Wave. 6th place? No, is that... I need to count. So technically 7th, but I think it's going to end up being 6th. I want to see Silent Club Step one more time. Yeah, just the level design for this. It uses like... It looks like it was made... It looks like it's a super old level. And given the fact that Geometry Dash Extreme Demons have probably gotten way harder over the years. Yeah, I think it's soon enough. I think that's the easy one.
All right.
Okay, so that one, Silent Club Step, is the easy one. We're gonna go Flame Wall as the hard one, the impossible one that no one's beaten. We're gonna go number 1 is Nullscapes. Number 2 is Eternus. Number 3 is Amethyst. Number 4 is Subsuming Vortex. Number 5 is Zodiac. Number 6 is Thinking 2. Number 7 is Tidal Wave. Number 8 is Every End. Number 9 is Andromeda. And number 10 is Booba Wamba. Let's start at, don't reveal the easy one and the hard one yet. Reveal, yeah, let's go to number 10.
Like-
Actually, wait. I got a better idea. idea to do this. You can cut that part out in the video. Start at my number 10 and play it, and then like reveal what number it actually is.
All right. So Bubawamba, you put at number 10.
Yep.
Bubawamba's actual ranking on the current demon list is number 6.
Okay. Huh. That's interesting.
So you put Bubawamba at 10.
I got I got like the general
Bottom.
is on the back 5. I guess the next one is Andromeda. Is that one harder than Andromeda?
Yes. Bubawamba is harder than Andromeda. Andromeda, you said, was number 9, right?
Yep.
Is it playing the video for you?
Okay, this is not... Yeah, it is.
For some reason, it's not for me, but that's okay. Yes, you put this at...
This was my number 9.
Number 9. Okay, you got very close. Not exactly number 9. It's number 8.
Okay.
So definitely very close. I mean, partial credit, right? Like, that's right next to where it should be.
Yeah, this is the very rhythmic one. It had a very constant rhythm to it, so it made it a little bit easier, I feel like. Okay, how about every end?
Okay, every end you were also in the right ballpark with. Every end you put at...
Number 8.
Number 8, okay. Very close again. Every end is number 7.
Okay,
so you're definitely...
I'm in the right ballpark. So,
yeah.
So I basically have 3 of the back 5, correct?
Yep.
Who are like in the right ballpark. So maybe I got the front 5.
What did you put?
How about Tidal Wave?
Tidal Wave is number 7. Tidal Wave is unfortunately not in the back half. It is number 4.
Okay. What about it puts it in the number 4 spot?
Just those waves are really a lot more difficult, I guess, than they seem.
Okay.
You know, like you said, there is no like quick transitions, but the wave is really tight. You'll notice like it looks open, but all those spikes that are on the sides make it you have to go through the center of like everything.
You have to go through the center.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How about Thinking 2?
All right.
That was my number 6.
Thinking Space 2. This might surprise you, but Thinking Space 2, which you placed at number 6, is actually currently the number 1 most difficult level in Geometry Dash that has been beaten.
There's no way.
It looks easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I said when
even,
it first came out.
It's
and I was
not even
like,
long, too.
Yeah, I was like, I could beat that. But no, this is the hardest level in Geometry Dash.
That's insane. I just thought it was another, like, Eternus Amethyst type level.
Where it was just fast-paced, but not the hardest it could be. Yeah.
Just fast-paced with tight wave type level. That's insane. How about Zodiac, which I had at number 5?
Zodiac, which you had at number 5, is actually the level that is not in the top 10.
What?
Do you care to guess if it's the way harder or the way easier one?
I think probably the one that's easy then. Because it can't be the hard one.
Yes, correct. Okay, so Zodiac.
Okay.
So I showed you the top 10 plus a one that hasn't been, verified. Zodiac is currently number 105.
Wow. And I thought it was number 5.
And most of these levels that I've shown you only have like less than 10 people who have beaten each one.
You get it? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Turn up your mic.
Am I back? So, like I said, out of these like top 10 levels that I was showing you, like most of them only have a few people that have beaten it. Like Tidal Wave has 6 people who have beaten it.
Okay.
For context. But Zodiac, which is number 105 instead of anywhere in the top 10, has 710 verified completers.
Okay. That's interesting.
So you're definitely right, though, about like the easy part at the start. Like when it looks like medium demon, it kind of is. Like.
Moving on to number 4, Subsuming Vortex.
Subsuming Vortex is number 9.
That was the one with the really fast wave, right?
Yes.
So then that really fast wave, that isn't that hard for Geometry Dash players then, for the professionals.
Yeah, I think it's more like it is hard, but like it's only like maybe a second long tops.
How about number 3, Amethyst?
So, congratulations, because yes, you did place Amethyst correctly.
Go.
So we got
I
one.
actually got one right.
So yeah,
Let's go.
Amethyst is indeed currently the number 3 demon in Geometry Dash.
Okay. And then is Eternus right above it at number 2?
Props to you for placing Eternus on, the higher end. Eternus is actually the level that has nobody's ever beaten it.
Wait, which part of it makes it so hard?
The drop, mainly. People have gotten, I think the world record on this is like 12%, and then a couple of runs that last like 15% of the level. It's sort of hard to see because it goes by so fast.
I just thought it was like a harder version of Amethyst. That's what Is Nullscapes number 2?
Nullscapes is number 5.
Hey. So then Flame Wall is number 2, I'm assuming?
Yep. Flame Wall is the number 2.
That was it. So I got 1 correct.
1 correct, but honestly, like a lot of them were like 1 or 2 off. Like you were in the right region for most of them.
The right region. I was completely off about Zodiac though.
Yeah, I honestly that's fair. Like,
wait, so then where was Silent Club Step?
Silent Club Step is number 10. So you identified that it was easier.
It looked way too easy to be in the top 10.
Honestly, you didn't do that bad. Like you got 1 correct like on the dot, and then everything else I feel like you were able to pretty much organize into top half, bottom half.
Yeah, I messed up Zodiac. I should have seen that one coming. And then yeah, I mean Eternus, I just didn't see how hard it was. I guess if I was looking closer, I probably might have noticed like how tight the gaps actually were and might have been able to deduce that it was the impossible one, but that's just that was hard for the top like 4 because only like 2 people have completed each level. They're all in a realm of their own.
If you want, we can do another type of this style video later this year where like instead of doing the super hard extreme demons, you try to guess like a variety. So there's like 1,300 extreme demons in the game, and you try to guess like 1 from each like 100 levels. So like top 100, top 200, stuff like that.
I'd be down. I enjoyed it.
Cool. Thanks for joining.
It's a bridge. Just goes around the corner. Walking on the fighting side of me. That don't look like it. It don't. It don't go down. Robert, it goes down. No, it don't. It do go down. Oh!